Hi guys, welcome back. How are you all? Hope you're well. Cozy Sundays. Now this one's Mr. Bean, and hopefully you saw my intro. I won't put it on this one because it was a bit long, but my boy Rex was here, and I think people love it. It was a good intro. He was just messing about. Well, watch it. Just watch it. It's on my YouTube, Mr. Bean intro. So I hope everyone's all right, all good, as I say all the time. Everything's fine. I've got my mic a bit close, but it's okay. And for all you audio listeners in podcasts, check my YouTube out as well, and you will see, my studio setup and my son messing about. It's pretty fun. And also, before we start this time, I just wanted to say a little bit about my YouTube because I am going up a little bit. I've got a few subscribers now and some comments and likes and a nice bit of views. But I still can't do this alone. I definitely need you guys. So I'm posting out on my Instagram, etc. And I need to get more, you know what I mean? So, because at the moment it's self-funded. And with YouTube, you do it with the audience helps you out. And then I can do better content. I can do better games because I have the equipment. I can get celebrities in at one stage for co-hosting this. They can be in my little studio and get a bit better studio. And also giveaways. I used to give away at the beginning of my podcasts because it's self-funded. It kind of run low on the funds, so I'll be happy to give away as a nice amount and get us all involved and like a family as we are. So yeah, so there you go. So that's that. I've got no merch, no Mr. Bean merch. Can't find it. But obviously I have my cup this week, as I do all the time. And this one is another Disney. And this is the 20th, I think it's the 20th year in Disneyland Paris. So it's been out for 20 years. This was a couple of years ago, but it's a very nice cup, a very big cup. That is the one I had today. Just now, my friends. Okay, so I think that's about it. Still got the hair, and it's just exactly the same. We were getting out of lockdown, but we don't want to talk about that. So, Mr. Bean. Time for the tale of Mr. Bean. I've got my setup a bit different this time. And as soon as I said that, it just went off. Come here, you. Come here, you. Here we go, guys. I won't edit any of this because I think it's fun. You'll see me as I am. That's what I like. So Mr. Bean is a British sitcom created by Rowan Atkinson, who played Mr. Bean, and Richard Curtis, produced by Tiger Aspect and starring Rowan Atkinson as the character. The sitcom consists of 15 episodes that were co-written by Atkinson alongside Curtis and Robin Driscoll. For the pilot, it was co-written by Ben. The series was originally broadcast on ITV, beginning with the pilot on 1st of January 1990. I was 2 years old. So I was 2 years old. And ending with the best bits of Mr. Bean on 15th of December 1995. So it's crazy because the reason why I have my boy in here in the intro, because he watches these now. He loves it. He's watched so many of them. And these are out so, in the past, man. I was only a wee little toddler myself. So yeah, it's basically, they last about 20 to 25 minutes per episode. Mr. Bean doesn't really talk. He hardly ever talks. And it's definitely British. I mean, I don't picture this guy being in America or anything like that. I think, sorry guys, but I think the British is the only one who can do Mr. Bean. I'm sorry. Based on the character originally developed by Rowan Atkinson whilst he was studying for his master's degree in Oxford University. Now, if you know Rowan Atkinson and not just Mr. Bean, he's a very clever man. Very clever man. I need to sort this out. I'll do it next time. Keeps going off, but we'll do it next time. Comment, see what you think. Yeah, he's a very clever man. He's done many films as well. He's done loads of other things. During its original 5-year run, Mr. Bean met with widespread acclaim and attached large television audiences. The series was viewed by almost 19 million viewers for the episode Trouble with Mr. Bean. That is insane. Honestly, I would love to get that on my YouTube with you guys as a hint. Can you imagine getting that amount? That is crazy, man. But excuse me, it's definitely worth it. He does know what he's doing. It's a very, very fun little thing, and I think that the time is just right. I feel like if it's a little bit longer, could be going on to something. And also that one, what I've just said, The Trouble with Mr. Bean, and has received a number of international awards, including the Rose and the Rose. Sorry, the series has also been sold in 245 territories worldwide, and has inspired an animated spin-off, which is a classic. The intro for this was the animated version, because I feel like Mr. Bean is a little bit slow with the kind of church kind of music. And 2 theatrical, if that's the word, sorry, feature-length films. Yeah, they're good as well. Along with Atkinson's respiring his role as Mr. Bean for a performance at the London Summer Olympic. Oh, that was 2012. I saw that. It was wicked. He was on the piano. Dun dun dun. Really good, that one. Can you believe the Olympics was 2012 in England? What's that, like 9 years ago? That's crazy. Yeah, so I hope you don't mind me doing this. Forgive me. I will change it next time. And we got a good one next time. I'll tell you after the epic story. So the movies he had was Mr. Bean Goes to Hollywood, which that's an epic one. He's so out of place. Basically, he works in like an art gallery, and he just looks at paintings, and they want to get rid of him. He's really useless, so they send him off to this to the Americans, which they think he's like a proper professional, but he isn't, and he just messes up like he does. But then at the end, he always does something good. And then the other one is Mr. Bean Holiday, it's called, and he goes to Paris, I think, and he finds a kid and he helps him out. That's also just the kind of same thing. He doesn't really talk, still wears his suit. It's the same old Mr. Bean, but very adventurous, very awesome. So yeah, it's weird why he doesn't. Well, it's not really weird. I find that he shouldn't talk much. This is what I find. He kind of makes it, so you'll just hear him say a couple of words. The my favourite episode on Mr. Bean of all time is the open day one with where the tank goes over his car. What an epic episode! That's my boy's favourite as well. And that's if you saw me the intro and he was doing achoo, and the stamp went on the head. That's where it come from. He knows it all. He does the marching. It's so cool. And it brings up memories when I was a kid, especially when my son is doing it. And I just hopefully you guys have memories too. This is what this is all about. So yeah, that is my favourite one. And then it goes on. You get one episode what goes on to about 3 times, like 3, say, mini episodes in one. And one of them is the cinema as well. And that's funny. He's really cocky in there. And he takes his girlfriend and he buys her like the smallest popcorn you've ever seen in your life. And he has the biggest one. He's hide his drink in his jumper. Excellent. So epic story. I'm just going to do this one more time. Don't leave me bad feedback. I didn't know it was going to shut off. So, epic story. This was by Lord Charco, and it's called Mr. Bean Used to Be a Normal Person Before He Was Abducted by Aliens. Which, if you saw the intro, you think that's about it, right? So, it's only a short, epic story. No funny, no horror. It's just kind of explaining what he kind of thinks. Kind of makes sense. So, here we go. We all know and love Mr. Bean. He's a stupid, foolish, socially unaware clod. And he has become one of the biggest names in terms of comedy. That's true. And yet somehow he has a driver's license, an apartment, a girlfriend and much more. But how did he manage this? It's the first thing you see. You see a dark street in London. This is the intro this is talking about. Excuse me. Then there's a light that lights up. Mr. Bean falls from the sky. He looks around and then walks off. Of course, we've all made the connection of aliens. It was an average everyday man, but then he was abducted and probably brainwashed by aliens. This was... Hold on, sorry, I'm so confused. Don't find it. This was how he ended up sitting the test, had a dentist appointment, and get the license as well, which is incredible, an apartment and a girlfriend on his return. So he remembered his normal life and possibly believes he's still living like normal. So that's what he thinks. So he's got, I forgot what it's called now. It's like a lot of people have it, a lot of adults have it. But that's clearly, I think, what they're doing. He's coming from another planet, isn't he? That's what they're saying. So the intro, he falls down from the sky. Forgive me, my coughing today. I don't know what's happened. I've been fine until I started talking. Damn you. So I think that too, but then again, it's just TV programs. You have to make it work. So when people are saying, how does he get his driver's license? We don't even see him work. We don't even know what his work is. Where does he get his money from? You know? And the thing with Mr. Bean, he loves, he doesn't like spending money. I remember one of the episodes, he went swimming and then he parked in a multi-storey car park, come out swimming, just about to pay for his ticket at the end. You have to drive and put it in and then pay there. And it comes to £16. And we're talking 1990. That must have been a lot of money too. Just the park. And he wasn't having any of it. He tried to get around the other side out the entrance, which he managed to. He hit that blue car. There's an epic blue car, if you watch this. A three-wheeler. Also known as plastic pigs. We used to call them plastic pigs. And him and Mr. Bean do not get on. You never see the driver in that one, but it's known to roll over. You can easily roll over these cars. You just put it in reverse, turn it, it will flip over. It's just like a trike. And whenever Mr. Bean sees it, he's always tipping over. It's hilarious. It is very good, very epic. So, my next episode, you ready for this? It's going to be a good one. I may do an intro with my son. I'll see if I can get some merch. Please send in. That's a good epic story, but I want some real good ones for this. I may do a couple of them because this is in my heart, this one, and it is Only Fools and Horses. Now, if you're British, you would know this. If you live in the UK, you'll know this. Ireland, I don't know, Europe and America, I'm not really sure. If you go out, they may know it and like it or think, what is this? But so many episodes, so many seasons. This thing is just amazing, Only Fools and Horses. And that's what we'll be doing next. And I'm very excited. Not with that dog barking though. Hope you can't hear him. So yeah, another short one, but to be honest, I do what I can do. And short ones doesn't matter. I've got so many videos on here. I'm trying to do one a day. sometimes 3 or 4 on my games and podcast. So like I said at the beginning, guys, please just support me, otherwise I can't keep carrying on, and then I'll just get better. I'll get better quality camera. I'll have more time to really get this researched and more funny. I can buy costumes for me and my son. I've got a daughter on the way as well. All this stuff could happen, but I need your help, please. So that is about it. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Leave feedback. I always like to do better. So ciao ciao for now. I shall see you on the next one.